Hi, everybody. Today we're going to briefly talk about what you need to do in Lesson 3. Most of the work you do today is going to be on code.org. So we're going to get some practice with all of the different things that we've been talking about with lists the past couple of lessons. So now you'll get a chance to actually work with them. Okay. So first of all, a little bit of vocabulary review, some terms that you've seen all along. So a list is an ordered collection of elements, all right? And those elements can be anything, words, numbers, and they can be as long or as short as you need them to be. An element is an individual value in a list that's assigned a unique index. And remember, the index starts at 0. It's a common method for referencing the elements in a list or string using numbers. So again, that index always starts at 0. All right, so some things that you're going to work with today, you're going to do a lot of debugging. Remember, that's basically a bug is just the problem or the error that's occurring, and debugging is the process of finding and fixing the problems in the code. So just some things to think about to review what you should be doing when you are debugging. Describe the problem. What do you expect it to do, but what is it actually doing? And does it always happen? You're going to want to hunt or search for the bugs. You want to try different solutions, try small changes, and remember to refresh your screen often. All right, just rerun the program over and over again after you try different things, and document as you go. You know, some things are pretty basic, but the more complex your programs get, you're going to want to keep track of those things. So just some other things that you'll find in this slide presentation. These are just things to help remind you what's going on inside the program. Just remember the console.log down here. Things are happening. You can also slow things down with this. So if it's going through it too quickly and you can't figure out what is actually happening and what's causing it, if you grab the slider and slow it down, it'll move through the program much slower, and you can maybe see where the errors are occurring. All right, so the last thing I want to talk to you about before I have you get started are strings. So here's an example of a string. You'll notice that this particular string has indexes from 0 to 11. So remember, the actual length of your string is 12. That's why a lot of times in the program you're going to see list length -1, because the list length is always 1 more than the largest index because you have to start at 0. So please keep that in mind. Lots of errors occur basically because you forget to subtract that 1. All right, reading them. So you have my string, substrings. Basically, if you want to just talk about part of a string, here's an example. You have my string, which is the name of your original string, dot substring. You just want to look at indexes 0 through 4. So that would just be, 0 through 4 would just be the word this. 5 through 7 would just be the word or. Okay? Pretty easy for the most part. So on level 6, it does get a little bit tricky. So this is just to remind you that you can always go to help and tips to get ideas. So if you do get stuck, if you click on these things, there's some good information in there for you to help you along, especially with scrolling and things like that. So take advantage of that. I'm also going to put up helpful videos that walk you through each level. So if you do get stuck, you can check those out as well. All right, same with level 8, and this will be there for you, and 12. Also, if you get stuck, feel free to, copy and paste things here and work from there. And then you can, I can help you with the code. Sometimes it's not easy to see the bug in the program. So if you want more space, you can just copy your code here and then work with it. Just an option for you. Your code, however, does need to be in text form rather than block form. All right. So now what you're going to need to do is go to code.org and you're going to go to lesson 3 in our unit and you're going to work through each of these tasks. Again, we've learned and talked a lot about lists. Now we're actually going to get into using them in code.org. If you have questions, don't forget you can email me, you can stop by my math lab, or check out the helpful videos that I'll post. Have a great day.